Airbnb has a problem, and that problem is they've become too greedy. Their service fees are now so high that it's really taken out all of the value at using Airbnb to find a place. So, what am I talking about? In front of me, I have the prices for two different listings. And on one listing, it's $124 a night for a total of $247 for 2 nights. But then you have a cleaning fee at $45 and a service fee at $41. And when you look at the total booking cost, these fees represent 25.9% of the cost. And for 5 nights, that percentage goes down to 17.5%, but that's only because the cleaning fee remains the same. When you look at the service fee, it's jumped to now $100. That's too much. And so notice how the service fee continues to increase with each additional night, even though the service remains the same. So for another listing, the cost was $99 a night. So the total would be $198 for 2 nights. But then you have a $70 cleaning fee and a $38 Airbnb service fee. And those two fees amount to 35.3% of the total booking cost. For 4 nights, those fees amount to 27.9% of the cost, with $85 for a cleaning fee and then $68 for the service fee. So now when consumers are looking at Airbnb, they're really hesitating. Whereas before there was value to be had, these service fees are so high, along with the cleaning fees, which are charged by the host, that now it's really starting to become a much more difficult decision because the value isn't there, especially in light of the unpredictability of Airbnb. And so some of the problems include inaccurate listings. So sometimes people are going to these different housings or places to stay, and they're finding out that what is in reality doesn't match the story that's portrayed online. And along those lines, there could be cleanliness issues. There might be safety concerns. So there might be no smoke detectors, or the locks might not completely lock. Another big problem has been with the hosts. Sometimes the hosts are overly intrusive. Other times they are nowhere to be found and are difficult to communicate with. One other huge problem has been cancellation by the host. So I say huge, not because in number, but because of the impact on the experience. Imagine booking somewhere and then arriving at this lodging and then only to discover that you can no longer stay there, even though you had paid and made a reservation. So there have been several reported instances of that happening. Also, there have been disputes over security deposits and fees. There have been privacy issues where people have felt there is inadequate privacy or that cameras have been on the property. There have been a lack of amenities, so things that people would consider essential aren't available on the property. There has also been there's also been problems with the neighborhood or the environment around the property. So sometimes the property will match what is presented online, but what surrounds it will be completely unexpected. So it might be a crime-ridden area, it might be a bad area, or there might be loud noises around the property and disrupting the guest's experience. So with all of those things now in consideration, when you have higher prices stacked on top of that, it starts to make consumers drift back to hotels. And why not? You have a standard experience, standard quality. You know what to generally expect. You can read the reviews online. There will be a professional staff available 24/7 to assist with any needs. You really, just getting back to, you know what to expect from a hotel. And in some cases, the prices are going to be less than the Airbnb booking. So it then becomes a question, well, why would I stay at an Airbnb? So I think all of these things, everything I've mentioned here, really just gets back to value. Originally, Airbnb was doing really well because of the prices, and people could find really affordable lodging for their visit. But now that's becoming less and less the case, and even affordable lodging is on the more expensive side because of the cleaning fees and the Airbnb service fee. So I think Airbnb has lost a lot of its momentum and a lot of its traction, and maybe even in the decline now because of its continued increase in fees. And so the service fees are now, what I've read is they're now between 14.2% and 16%. And I've read that hosts have said that their once popular bookings now receive less and less attention because of these increased fees.